I have a 2.5-year-old Labrador, and his balls have been the gateway to exponential growth for me as a man. And in this video, I want to talk to you about how they have directly influenced my ability to communicate like a man, and how they've created certain scenarios for me to develop a key skill that I want to share with you in this video that I believe will have positive ripple effects in your life experience as a man. So let's dive into it. So when my dog turned around 18 months old, we moved to a new town and it had a dog park, and we started to frequent the dog park multiple times a day, every single day, because we never miss a day. And in doing so, it exposed us to new scenarios, and me specifically, new interactions with many other dog owners. And you've got all the small talk, the usuals, where are you from, how old's your dog, all of that gets very repetitive, and eventually it comes down to the question of, is your dog fixed? That's what they kept asking me. And the first few times when I got asked that question, it resonated in a way where I was like, oh, this is kind of awkward. But I kind of placated the truth, where I didn't give my full answer. I kind of said a series of words to get my point across, but keep the peace, kind of like a good boy does. He doesn't necessarily just say the truth bluntly because he fears what will happen on the other side of it. But as I was having this interaction more frequently, it got to the point where I was like, I just need to say the truth and then deal with what comes from it. So I was like driving to the dog park one morning. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it today. And this woman just so happened, she was a sweet lady. She was like, oh, your dog's beautiful. How old is he? And I was like, yeah, he's nearly 2. Yeah, he's a good boy. And she was like, oh, is he fixed? And I just looked her dead in the eyes and I said, he's not broken. And stopped talking. And she kind of like digested it. It was like her head was bobbling a little bit. She just went, oh. And then kind of just walked off, beelined away, and I never actually spoke to her again. She turned out to not be a regular. But when I said the truth, when I communicated the truth, at least from my perspective, that is the truth, it created an awkward silence. And the awkward silence is often what we avoid. Boys don't like awkward silences. Women definitely don't seem to like awkward silences. And it's created because somebody in the interaction typically can't handle the truth, or they don't like the way that you've depicted the truth. So if you know subconsciously or consciously that an awkward silence could occur from you speaking your truth, and you're not comfortable in the awkward silence, what happens is you change your truth, you change your communication to suit the outcome of it not being created. And if you keep doing this, you're going to live in a reality where you're not telling the truth because you're too worried about what could happen from it. So this interaction changed a lot for me because I realised, I was like, oh, I actually quite like the awkward silence, because speaking my truth set me free. It made me feel good. It may not made her feel good, and as good boys, we're told and encouraged to never upset people, never rock the boat, keep the peace, etc., etc. So you don't speak your truth, but when you do, it's very liberating. So from that interaction point onwards, that's just what I started to answer everybody. Because I do believe that, and I've got another video coming out on the dog's balls broken, fixed thing, but to me, he isn't broken, so why does he need to be fixed? And when I started to say that more, I got different interactions from people. It was kind of polarizing. Some people liked me way less and wouldn't talk to me at all. Great, don't have to deal with their small talk. And other people leaned in and were like, oh, talk to me more about your opinions on the world, or talk to me more about who you are, where you're from, and we create better relationships. And this same communication style and technique, and it's not really a technique, it's a style, I think, started to bleed into other aspects of my life, with my wife, in business, in various relationships, any interaction where there was an opportunity to tell the truth, because I started to become comfortable in the awkward silence and I knew myself, I started to speak my truth more. And off the back of that, I started to live a more truthful experience. Isn't that wonderful? Better doors started to open, and as I said, that same effect of people leaning in people leaving, becoming more of a polarized man, had great benefits to my life. So I encourage you to set yourself up to at least try this. Try to speak your truth, and when the awkward silence happens, just sit in it. And you might feel your heart flutter a little bit. It might make you feel alive. It might cause a little bead of sweat to roll down your face. And you might hear the voice in your mind that's telling you to like make peace, take back what you said, fill the silence, change the topic. All that noise is just breathe through it and let the truth set you free. And just see what happens in your life. Because you may be amazed at how beneficial the truth is in your life. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you to my dog's balls for facilitating this growth as a man. And I appreciate you watching this. If you do go and sit in that awkward silence, speak your truth and don't avoid it, and you find benefit, please let the other men on this channel watching this video know by dropping a comment, and let me know, of course. And just see how it changes your life. I'm really excited for you to go and do it, and I give you the encouragement that life and communication isn't just about pleasing others. It isn't just about keeping the peace. It's about saying the words that's on your heart, that's truthful to you, and then dealing with the outcomes because they'll be truthful to you. I've been Joshua. This has been Unboxable Kings, and our mission is to unbox the king that lives within you. I encourage you to stay free and live as the king you are meant to be, and I'll see you next time. Much love. Peace.